Draft Dodger prioritizes providing our customers with a streamlined experience. These measuring guides are our way to assist you in evaluating to see if your Draft Dodger will fit correctly on your door before ordering. These mail slot measuring guides all follow the same structure, but each is highly detailed to its respective model. Please download, print, and use the cutout template and the measuring guide for accuracy and a visual representation. All you need is scissors, tape, and the measuring tool, especially if there's small margins or if you're keeping it digital. These guides can be helpful in all situations, for new installations, replacements, different orientations, or different surfaces. Just remember to be critical of your constraints. All measuring guides have a similar structure, with the instructions on the top, followed by the exact dimensions of the mail slot in imperial and in metric, and the cutout template at the bottom, which you will cut along the dotted lines. For the width and height template, there are two sets of lines, the exterior cutout as well as the installation cutout. You will cut both of these and tape them together to have the full width and height of your mail slot. The surface mail slot is single-sided and is directly attached to the surface. The depth template shows how far it'll protrude from the surface. Now that you've cut your templates, you have now your width and height template as well as your depth template. This is how the depth template corresponds, and the width and height template fits just like so. You can always double check your measurements by putting it up to a ruler and seeing what the measurements of 11.5 inches or 29.2 centimeters reflect on your ruler. Please use the measurements above to have the most precise answers. As you can see, it is slightly larger, so I will simply slide it over a bit until I match my 11.5 inches and then put a piece of tape over top and have my completed template. When replacing a legacy mail slot, evaluation of the current mail slot frame and opening channel must be considered. Overlaying is a quick way to check if it will cover the legacy frame, but doing that for the opening channel is not as effective. It is preferable to remove your legacy mail slot so you can place your template flush to your door. If you cannot remove it, try from the other side or make an educated decision. If your current opening is larger than the installation cutout, the mail slot has a tolerance with the flange. If your current opening is smaller than the surface installation cutout, this is fine as well. You still get the effectiveness without doing the additional work of enlarging. It is your preference. For those who want to enlarge, or if the margins are too close for comfort, refer to the exact dimensions listed and measure. The Unit T is a universal telescopic mail slot that is dual-sided with an adjustable pass-through sleeve. The depth template is used to gauge the thickness of your door and to see if the pass-through sleeve will fit. The Unit T fits all standard doors and has a telescopic range from 1.5 inch or 3.8 centimeters to 3 inches or 7.6 centimeters. So now that we have cut out our pieces of our template, we are going to connect the width and height template together. But before we do that, it is always good practice to check the measuring guide to see if our width and our height correspond. I will now tie this to the ruler and see that it is actually 11 inches when this standard unit is actually 10 3/4. I will simply overlay them until my width matches the respective measurement below. I will then take my piece of tape, place it on top, and temporarily fix it. I will then put a new piece of tape over top of it and secure it down. And then I will have my template. For new installations, the exterior dimensions are the major constraints limiting the installation location of your mail slot. When replacing a legacy mail slot, evaluation of the current mail slot frame and opening channel must be considered. Overlaying is a quick way to check if it will cover the legacy frame, but doing that for an opening channel is not as effective. It is preferable to remove your legacy mail slot so you can place your template flush to your door. If you cannot remove it, try from the other side or make an educated decision. If your current opening is larger than the installation cutout, the mail slot has a tolerance with the flange. If your current opening is smaller than the unit's installation cutout, enlarging the opening is a mandatory step. Remember, if the margins are too close for comfort, refer to the exact dimensions listed and measure. So now it's your turn to download, print, cut, and evaluate. Please refer to any of our other resources if you have any issues. Thanks for watching.